We don't?
Here we go. There we did.
Let's see, count. I'm already counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
All right, we'll wait just a few minutes. Hey, Ben. All right, I believe we have a quorum now. Before us, we have motion to reconsider HB 553. Do we have a motion?
Like to reconsider the vote by which the bill failed.
All right, we have a motion to reconsider the vote by which the bill failed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so now we'll call up House Bill number 553. We have a strike all. This is the language that we previously passed the Senate bill. I'll be happy to answer any questions since we've already discussed it.
I have a motion at the proper time.
All right, are there any other questions? All right, Senator Whaley, your motion.
My amendment I'd have an amendment, and that would be on, beginning on line 46 through 47. Fee to resident hunters for each stamp shall be $10. My amendment would be to strike that language to where it only applies to non-resident hunters.
All right, so this would just, you're, based on what you're saying, your amendment would be to have no fee for residents.
That's correct.
The non-resident with the fee stay the same under your amendment? Okay. All right, does anyone have any questions about the amendment? All right, all those in favor of Senator Whaley's amendment to have zero fee to the resident hunters, all those in favor say aye.
aye.
All right, any opposed? All right, so that amendment will be added to the bill. All right, do we have any other questions? Senator Barnett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Please excuse me for running a little late. I think I talked to you earlier, Mr. Chairman, about I've had several individuals, including game wardens, that thinks that this is great, but they also think that we need other enhancements for turkey hunters or for the birds themselves. And they said the problem is that people are killing too many and they're not reporting it. And they just want to know if we could possibly have some language that will require them to buy a tag for turkey hunting.
I'll be glad to let the department, if they want to respond to that question. A lot of people are asking about tagging a turkey. Do y'all have any thoughts on that? Now, is this a physical tag? Or just digital? Okay. All right, Senator Whaley.
I think this question is going to be for the department. With the idea that the commission has already voted to implement tagging in 2026, you said that it'll be no additional fee. Okay, well, I know that that has nothing to do with this legislation, but could y'all check into that for me and see if there's going to be any processing fees? Because, you know, one of the reasons for my amendments, you know, I think that, I believe that while we are asking for people to become more engaged in outdoor activities and hunting and fishing, and the constant rise of costs that is being affected with that, you know, you talk about a high school student who has reached the age of 16 that has to buy a license and all of these other things. when you go to talking about an additional $10, well, that's an hour work for a lot of these kids. Or you talk about additional processing fees, you're adding cost to that person. Therefore, I feel like we have an opportunity that we are, hang on, let me rephrase that. I believe that there's a case where we are, instead of pushing people into the woods, we may be pushing them out of the woods with all these fees. And I know that we say, well, it's just $10 here and just $10 there, but it's easy to get into a vacuum to where you're just looking at the fees here, but you've got fees that are increasing everywhere. And I'm concerned with the level of increasing fees that we're seeing across the board. So if y'all would you look into that for me? And I'd appreciate that information in the future. Thank you.
Senator Younger, you had a question?
Go ahead, Senator Brumfield.
My concern, I guess, is also where will the money come from to pay for the tags or whatever that we will need for the turkeys
Talk about for,
up in 2026? How will we fund that? Do we have any idea? Has that conversation taken place? Are we too far ahead of that right now?
so that was actually part of the discussion, like for the wild turkey stamp. If there was administrative fees for the physical tags, then there could be funding from the wild turkey stamp to help cover the cost of the administrative fees for the tags. Again, the ultimate goal would be a no-cost tag, especially if you do it virtually. There's absolutely no cost. But if there's a processing fee to get physical tags, then the turkey stamp could help offset the administrative fee cost for that.
All right, Senator Younger.
So what would it cost me to go hunt turkeys in Arkansas out of state? For a stamp, for a turkey stamp?
Senator Younger, ordinarily, I would have my folder with me with that information. And I don't have it with me right now, so I couldn't give you a correct answer, but I'll be glad to get the answer for you.
Are we in line at $100 with the other states around us?
Yes, sir. For non-resident, yes, sir. If you look at the median and average, it is, yes, sir.
Okay.
Senator Younger, Senator Wiley and I actually looked at this a few weeks ago. I think we're still gonna be a little bit cheaper, but I mean, we're gonna be close. Yeah. Now just for the committee, just our knowledge, you currently have to report any turkey that's killed now. You know, you can do it on the app, but I mean, you have to report all turkeys that are.
That's correct. All harvested turkeys have to be reported. You can use the app, you can use the website, or you can call the in.
All right. But we don't have a tag, but the tag's coming, and you said in 26.
That's correct.
All right. Is there any further questions? All right. Look, we have a full motion. So we have a motion for us, tire sufficient do pass as amended. All right. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? All right. That bill will be reported. Rise or report.